Wimo, 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 Wimo. Hey. Hey. Wimo, Wimo, Wimo. Sorry for inflicting my lack of musical skills. But yeah, let's I thought that would be appropriate. Just clickety clacking, sorry. So anyways, hello everybody and welcome to back. Yep. Sorry about that. Hello everybody and welcome back to Resident Evil 5. In the last episode, we suffered through probably the shortest chapter in the game, I'm gonna bet, and also one of the most tedious and most boring. But now we're getting into, and that is the end of chapter 2. As far as the actual plot goes, who the fuck cares? Chased some guy named Ricardo who hasn't properly been established at all throughout this story. It has this weird... What the fuck is up with his accent anyway? That's what I was trying to say back in chapter 2 too. What is up with his accent? He sounds like a reject from Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. I swear to God. Like, I expect him to keep, like, singing Brooklyn Rage really bad at some point. It's kind of funny. But yeah, that's sort of fun. Now we're going into the marshlands. So yeah. Let's get back into this game. Oh, the marshlands. Now, full disclosure here, this is my favorite section of the game. But oof. You'll know why. Why when I do the oof. Alright, so bye. Oh yes, we actually have a new handgun for sale. This is the one key difference when it comes to the handguns versus every other weapon in the game. Handguns you can only buy through the store. In which case, this handgun is the H&K P8, which is basically Heckler good old-fashioned H&K USP. I think designations that one of the militaries that uses it has for it. I think it's not the Germans. I think they used P12 for that designation, but basically it's a USP. As far as the actual function of it is, you remember the Punisher from Resident Evil 4, the gun based off the 5.7 that had the weakest bullet damage out of all the handguns in the game, but could pierce through multiple enemies. The P8 is basically like that. It has very little, if any, firepower. I think it's slightly better than the Beretta 92. Not by much though, but its main gimmick is that it can pierce through multiple enemies. I'm not gonna buy it because, quite honestly, there's no point to it. You can also get a stun rod to stun enemies. I never really found a point in it through any of the times I was playing through this game because it's kind of useless. You can stun an enemy. Ooh, I'd much rather kill him. So, what we gonna do here? Yeah, it's been a while. We need to upgrade our fucking handgun. It's not competitive anymore. So 25 shots. As you'd expect, I'm doing all the cheap upgrades first. So I think capacity is generally the cheapest. Reload speed's the second cheapest, firepower's the second most expensive, and the critical shot multiplier is the most expensive. Remington, the Ithacus too expensive to upgrade. Anything in the Scorpion to upgrade. Everything's $2,000 to upgrade. And I kind of want to get more treasure first before I dig more money into it. But anyways, let's start this level up. Oh, it's going to be uncomfortable. It is going to be uncomfortable. How do I know this? I just do.
What happened to your plot?
Jill and I were pursuing a man named Albert Wesker. Flashback time. Wesker. He was a top official with Umbrella and the leader of our STARS unit. I met him again after the Raccoon City incident on Rockford Island. Since then, we've been trying to track him down. Then a few years ago, we got a tip from a reliable source. The whereabouts of Umbrella's founder, Oswell E. Spencer. So we paid him a visit, hoping he'd lead us to Wesker.
FBI, open up! Oh, never mind.
Wesker! Body was never found and she was presumed dead. The person I saw in that data looked like her. I have to know if she's still alive.
You two were close.
We were partners. What about you? Why'd you join the BSAA?
My parents were involved in an accident caused by a pharmaceutical company when I was young.
Umbrella?
Yes. I only found out later that the accident was to cover up the manufacturing of biological weapons for terrorists. They were using Africa as a test bed for their experiments. Bioweapons were responsible for the deaths of my parents. And someone has to pay for that.
So you joined the BSAA?
There's only so much one person can do. Even a superhero like you, Chris.
I'm no superhero. But together, we can end this.
Then let's make a stand for our fallen brothers.
Hang on.
Sick ramp, bro. Okay. And because this is all very important. For starters. Yes, Wesker. You may remember Wesker back from my Resident Evil remake playthrough. He was basically the main villain of the game. That's the plot twist. Well, that was the plot twist, but such a tragedy. PDA has not sent message. Schedule report. From the evidence gathered thus far, it would appear that most of Delta's team was wiped out between the time they requested backup and the time we reached the area. One of their beacons was still transmitting an active signal, so we moved to intercept due to the possibility of survivors. While en route, the beacon's transmission ceased. Judging by the last transmission, the beacon should be just ahead of our current position. There is a sealed door currently blocking our route, so infiltration may prove difficult. End report. So yeah, this is basically a puzzle hunt now. I will... Okay, so let's unpack... Let's be unpacking shit first. First of all, the scuzzy, weird scientific experiments were tested in Africa, responsible for millions of deaths under the guise of helping people. I didn't realize that Umbrella was run by Bill Gates. Second of all, good old Wesker. So, my first Let's Play, the Resident Evil remake, you may remember Wesker as being the main villain. Basically the guy, the man behind the man. Secretly, he was a STARS leader, secretly working for Umbrella. To explain the gap between this game and now, Code Veronica, which hasn't gotten like a remaster. It got an HD re-release back in the 7th gen, but nothing else so far. I tried playing through it. I haven't yet to finish it, but I do know the general plot. Basically, if you may remember from the remake, Wesker got stabbed in the gut by the tyrant. Well, that didn't necessarily kill him as much as it infected him with the T-virus, and over time the T-virus grew stronger and stronger inside of him. So if you're trying to figure out why he's acting like an anime villain essentially, with flash stepping everywhere and bullet dodging straight out of the Matrix, and because game developers are still stuck like it's 1999 and superhuman strength, that's the reason for it. Okay, so for this area, we basically have to grab a bunch of puzzle pieces and sort of do it. If you remember from Resident Evil 4, that little area with the boat that you had back in the first chapter, chapter 1, 2, and a little bit of chapter 2, 1, where you had that little boat, basically sort of the same thing, you know, going faster and all that stuff. I will say this, before we get into this level and some of its issues, I will say this is my favorite level in the game thus far, because there is a sense of exploration, there is a sense of atmosphere to it. I like the general layout that this has, I like the color palette that it has, and the gameplay, when we get into the actual fighting of it, is solid because there's not as much enemies that I don't necessarily like here. I think the enemy selection overall in this part of the map is pretty solid, all things considered. It's a well-paced map. It's got a lot of... It's a good balance between action. There's some creepiness to it. It does create it, mainly due to the atmosphere. I'm trying to think of what else. But yeah, this is my favorite chapter in the game from a gameplay and atmosphere-wise, so thus by far. You know, I really, really, really enjoy this this section of the game, hands down. But well, insert the Roblox oof sound effect when we get into it properly. Suffice it to say, there is some primo cringe going to be happening soon. And I mean primo cringe. Oh boy. There we go. And it might be showing up now. Who hangs a fish and doesn't bother to grab it to... Yep, there we go. These are enemies. These are the tribe. Remote tribe in the middle of the marshlands wearing grass skirts and war paint. Literally chucking spears and speaking gibberish at us. Okay. So, I'm gonna go off on a brief tangent here, so forgive me. Actually, you know what? I'll wait for this music to die down. Let's get into it first.
Do this to them?
Oh, shit. So these are the main enemies. Tribesmen, again, wearing grass skirts, speaking gibberish, covered in war paint, throwing spears at us. Okay. So, I want to clarify something here. For anyone that doesn't know me in real life, that hasn't watched my videos before, seen me first time, stumbling across this. Okay. I am not a person who is easily offended in real life. In fact, I actually make a lot of offensive humor myself. I like to basically touch nerves with pretty much everyone and everything, and you know, like to make jokes that are in bad taste and that sort of thing. I don't get like easily like offended by stuff that could be considered offensive in video games or in movies or in TV, you know, whether it be ethnic stereotypes or little like implications here and there. You know, I may acknowledge them to a certain degree, but I don't get like perturbed by them. Like I don't get butthurt by them. I'm not booty tickled. I'm not a professional victim. I'm not part of the woke crowd, as it were. This is all just like a preliminary to kind of explain who I am as a person and what my personality is like. Okay, so with that background in mind, Capcom, what the actual fuck were you thinking of? I mean, good God in heaven. Like, fucking seriously. Fucking seriously. You can't make this shit up. You just can't. For all of Capcom doing their best, and I will acknowledge this, doing their best to try and sidestep the initial controversy with regards to, you know, oh, Resident Evil 5 is racist, and, you know, whether or not you believe that was true from the preliminary post from the alpha stages or in the E3 stages, whatever. But they really did take their time to try and, you know, make those accusations not true to a certain degree. Some for the better. I do like how the general being be like, well, actually,
you're judging a Japanese-based video game development company by your Western standards of what is right and what is wrong. And Japan does not have the same history with regards to racial tensions and stereotypes that we do have here in the West. So you really need to get out of your Western sensibilities and understand that the Japanese don't understand this like you do, Westerner.
First of all, why the fuck are you watching my video in the first place? No, seriously, why are you watching my video in the first place? I don't want trash like you on this fucking channel, please. I'm sure your mom is telling you that your fucking chicken tenders are getting cold at the moment, and you probably need to masturbate to your body pillow for, what is it, the 18th time today? I'm sure. Second of all, the whole cultural ignorance and not understanding that sort of thing would be a hell of a lot more believable if, one, you were doing this for a strictly Japanese-inspired game series, one not like Resident Evil that takes a lot of influence from Western media and Western culture with regards to zombies and stuff, is one of the most popular Japanese-developed franchises in the West today because of how Western it is, and was localized and brought here to the West. And I know that this was back in 2008, 2009, when it wasn't in vogue and cool to complain about everything that could be misconstrued, legit or otherwise, as racist. But do you seriously mean to fucking tell me that no one on the localization team took one look at this chapter and went, guys, am I the only one who doesn't think this is nearly as kosher as everyone else is? Like you can't expect me to believe that. You seriously can't. So the whole cultural ignorance thing doesn't cut the mustard with me. I'm sorry. It just doesn't. Now look. I don't want you guys to get on Capcom for this. Okay? I don't want to see like fucking hashtag cancel Resident Evil on fucking Twitter or something. Like, if you're really gonna get butthurt over the unfortunate implications, as cringy as they are, if you're really gonna get butthurt over an 11-year-old game and some of the questionable stuff in it, and are gonna like form a crusade against it, you either need to get a more useful hobby, or I will easily set up a GoFundMe platform for you to buy you the world's largest jug of bleach that you can chug down over the weekend, because you're the kind of motherfucker that is essentially the internet political version of all those crabby homeowner association type Karens who have got nothing fucking better to do because their lives are so miserable and fucking empty that they just need to bitch about something regardless of how innocuous it is. So don't be like that. Don't fucking be like that. Because Capcom may be run by a bunch of simple-minded retards, essentially. I mean, look at the fucking writing of this game. Look at the fucking writing of this story in this series. You can't tell me that anybody who worked on this had more than 2 brain cells to rub together to start a fire. But Capcom is not malicious. It does not come from a place of malice. It just comes from a place of complete and utter ignorance. So don't get to it. TLDR, this shit's cringy. I'm not gonna lie and say that it's not cringy, but at the same time, it's not the end of the fucking world. You're free to get offended by it. I totally understand if you are. I personally find it a little bit on the side of questionable taste, but I don't fucking know, man. Just Sorry I went on that tangent there, but I really did have to get this shit off my chest because... Good God in heaven, has it aged like milk in the Sahara Desert. My God! And the sad thing is, I actually find these enemies more challenging, and they provide a greater sense of accomplishment than most of the enemies we've fought so far in this game. I'm not kidding when I say that either. They do provide a genuine challenge. They do have a lot of interesting tactics to them. And overall, they are part of what makes this level so enjoyable, because with how tight and compact this entire, a lot of these areas are, it really does keep you on your toes. And the fact that they have, you know, range and a lot of different tactics. They're fast. They some of them wear helmets. You know, they're kind of like the cultists from Resident Evil 4, only just a lot more questionable. But you know, it is what it is, and you can't necessarily form a crusade against a game that came out when I was in fucking middle school. The past is the past. It's happened. All you can do is just hope that these developers, the team, whoever, have fucking learned from it and just moved on. So, yeah. Just yeah.
You steer. I'll shoot.
I don't trust their shooting abilities for shit, bitch. But yeah, they've got bows and arrows now. Exploding bows and arrows.
Slow down. It's hard enough to shoot as it is.
There aren't any enemies left. Which, okay, here's my question. How the fuck do bows and arrows done by... I don't want to say it, but let's be honest here. What they are. Uncivilized savages. How can they have more range and more accuracy than modern-ish crossbows? Oh, and that's one other thing I do like about this game, about this section, is that unlike the turret section, you can actually get fucking healed. Okay, she's too far away. There we go. Also, I think if you get into the waters, there are points where you can get into the waters in this level, in this area, but I'm just gonna run him over. GTA, bitch! Anyways, I think there are points where you can get to the waters, and if you are stupid enough to venture out to there, yeah, there are crocodiles here. Crocodiles that will bite your dick straight off if they get the opportunity to. I think that area is the door. Does it only require two? I think it only requires two pieces. But just so we're not caught in the point of no return, I'm actually going to go explore a bit of the off-beaten path here. Yeah, here we go. Look at this! Oh. Simple. Look at this! Exploration! Freedom! Non-linearity! Finally! A concept that was only touched upon! Feels good, man. Feels good. If only the damn partner system didn't work. Or, I should say, if only the damn partner system wasn't as intrusive as it fucking is. That's still the problem with this game. Even though this is my favorite chapter, all the unfortunate implications aside, you're still constrained by the massive fucking flaws in this game. And no amount of fun, no amount of coolness, no amount of originality, no amount of good level design and frantic paced combat and fun it's gonna change the fact that you're dealing with a partner who is completely and utterly stupid, with a character who's got the personality of fucking soupy rice pudding. Ooh, shiny? Shiny. Always. Shiny's your friend. Shiny will always be your friend. Investigate. It's still hot. What was it being used for, I wonder? I probably know. I probably know all too well. I mean, there's a fucking human skull nearby it. How could you not know what that might entail? Chicken! Chicken! Yeah, screw it. Chicken! Chicken! I kill you, chicken. Oh, you don't drop no egg. Although, to be fair, I don't think the chickens in Resi 4 dropped eggs if you killed them either. They might have, I don't know. But yeah, when it comes to the chickens, yeah, much like in Resident Evil 4, they lay eggs occasionally, and they've got 3 different flavors.
Give me a hand.
And they've got a couple different variants of eggs. First egg is you know, your standard regular white egg. It restores a little bit of health, not a whole lot. Then there's the brown eggs, which restore a bit more health. They're kind of like if you mix 2 green herbs together, only a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. Yep, more enemies. Then there... Oh my god. Then there's the gold eggs, which are very rare, but basically restore your health fully. And then there's rotten eggs, which take away health, but you can also kill enemies with it. Yes, you can kill enemies with a rotten egg. And if you know this game with a certain character and a certain live streamer, he's well known for using said voice clip from this game and his for his new subscribers. Thank you. Man, if only I didn't have to swap weapons in real time. That'd be nice. You don't have to announce that you're reloading, Sheva. I get the idea. Also, I think... Yep, just like in Resident Evil 4, if you got a rifle, you can easily shoot through the shields and hit the guy on the other side. The wonders of penetration power. Giggity. Oh no! Oh no! Fuck that! Okay, so that Plagas form right there is the final form of it. So pretty much, if it walks towards you, it's invincible. The only way to kill it is to shoot the host in the legs and shoot it while it's doing that. If you try and use a flash grenade against it, it has no effect. It will not one-hit kill it. It will only stun it. And here's another fun little tidbit about this fucking hunk of shit. It has a one-hit kill maneuver. Yeah. You heard me right. The fucking thing can one-hit kill you. So, in order to... So let's clarify this. Flash grenades are 1-2 affair now. If this thing encounters you, you have to invoke hit stun on it in order to get it in a spot where you can kill it. It takes a lot of punishment, and it's a one-hit kill maneuver.
I always take this.
Yeah! As you can probably tell, me no likey. Me no likey one motherfucking bit! And you know what the fuckest thing of all is? The absolute shit whistling part of it that blows your fucking socks? They're not the worst enemy in the game. Oh no. We're gonna come across some enemies that are far worse. Let me document. Yep. So yeah, basically like Resident Evil 4, if you shoot enemies in particular spots, they get stunned. And you can do certain things to it. I think in Resident Evil 4, you pretty much only got access to, like, you know, the kick, and I think maybe... No, you only got access to the kick. Here it's a bit more different, where you get access to different melee attacks that do different damages and have different effects. It's a neat concept. I'm not gonna pretend like it's not novel to a certain degree, but at the same time, I wouldn't say it's revolutionary, in all honesty. I mean, it's a neat little gimmick, I guess? But is it really vital? Does it really change things up? Does it shape the dynamics of the gameplay? In all seriousness, no. Yeah, I think this path is completely optional, and...
Looks like we have to go this way.
if I remember right... Yep. Where are you? There are fucking crocodiles in these waters. I fucking told you there were crocodiles in these waters. I still haven't played the DLC to Resident Evil 7 yet, but that's one thing I have to give to this, is that there are actually crocodiles in marshlands. Like in Resident Evil 7, where you're set in the middle of the bayou in Louisiana, and you don't get to fight alligators. As you can imagine, these things are large, they're tough, and they've got one-hit kill attacks. Forgot about that completely. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I just want to upgrade my weapons before we get back into the fray. Definitely increase the firepower on this. And I I think that's all the upgrade we can do so far, so... Wait a minute. Forgot I had that emerald there. Sorry about that. Anything else I can upgrade? Nah, that's just gonna blow all my money. I'd rather be smart and like save it a bit.
Looks like we have to go this way.
I think, don't quote me on this, but I think if you walk, you can avoid it. Yeah, you're definitely not going to want to get too close to these things. I forgot they were one-hit kill attack. They have one-hit kill attacks. Yeah, that's a lot of crocs.
Oh, crikey! Look at the size of those crocs! You don't find those kind of size of them in Australia.
Oh shit. This is not good. Ah! Where is Steve Irwin when you need him? Don't! Nope, 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 no, 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 no. No, 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 no! I'm actually kind of terrified now. Bitch, what are you doing? Oh, no, this is fun. If I had a frag grenade, I might feel a little bit safer, but don't got that on hand. Okay, stick and move, stick and move, stick and move. Stick and move, stick and move, stick and move. Oh shit! Damn it. Yep. So yeah, this first time in the game this game's actually done that. They might not come for you? I don't know. Let's test that theory out. See if it holds some water. No pun intended. Ooh. Shiny. Come on. Come on, you fucking laser rifle. Ah, screw this. Or we have to... Okay. Holy shit, hugging the wall is actually working. I didn't think that was possible. Oh no. Oh, fuck me in the ass sideways and call me Deborah. This is not good. This is not good! Nope, 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 nope! No! No! Ah, damn it! Good fucking lord. How do you kill these things? Or is there no killing them? You just have to, like, fucking avoid them as best as you can. But how the fuck are you supposed to avoid them then? I don't know. Alright, round goddamn 4 at this point. Sounds about right.
Looks like we have to go this way.
I'm not gonna lie, this is giving me a lot more trouble than I thought it would. Get the fuck out of the way!
Come on!
Okay.
Come on!
What?
Roger.
Wow, you're just blatantly disobeying my orders, aren't you? Nope. Come on. Come on, you fucking... There we go. Okay. 2 rifle shots and 1 shotgun round to the dome. That's the trick to doing that. I think? I hope. And then there's this asshole. Damn it! So it literally just seems like the strategy is basically bait, shoot, bait, shoot, bait, shoot. Admittedly, a tedious strategy, but if I want to avoid getting turned into lunch, it's the strategy I'm going to have to take. Good lord, my head is on a fucking swivel. Oh no. Get away! This is tense, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, this is making me a bit nervous. I didn't think that would be possible in this game. But yeah, it is. Just put the fear of God in me by putting in probably one of the most famous apex predators in Africa's wildlife into the game proper. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, you're down. Nope! No! Oh, shitty titties! Jesus H. Christ, this... Ooh, treasure. Oh, no! No, no! Fuck the treasure! Fuck the treasure! Fuck the treasure! Fuck the treasure! then they leap towards you too. Yeah, game, couldn't make it any more uncomfortable, could you? You could make it more uncomfortable if you physically tried. Final piece. There we go. Now we need to get over to the goddamn door. Is there any way for me to snipe these crocodiles from up front? Nope. Clever girl. Oh, they even sound like actual crocodiles too with the hissing and everything. Yeah. No! Yeah, sorry if this is getting a bit repetitious. I apologize for it. I don't want to have to start this all over again. I'm sorry, I'm not going to lie. Wait a minute, is he regaining health as I get up here? Because if that's the case, fuck right off, game. Get away. Nope, gotta get it back up. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Don't mind me, I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Oh no! No, 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 no! Okay. Oh, thank fucking Christ. Well, we finally got the last part to the door. We got a bit of treasure under our belt, and now we can finally get over and open the fucking door and get onto the other side. My God, I did not think this level would take nearly as long as it is. Oop. Hold on, let me check something here. Comment? Hey, hey, thanks for the laughing emojis, viewer. I really do appreciate that you find my commentary pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Thanks for that. I appreciate it. So, anyways. So, yep. Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, and the door has been opened.
Come on!
Roger.
Okay, why the hell did I just do that? some great atmosphere in this level, I'm not gonna lie. It really is genuinely unsettling. Okay, if I remember right...
Take it!
Okay.
Come on!
Roger.
Take it!
Roger.
If I remember right, there is something bitty special in these neck of the woods. Yeah, that doesn't look suspicious at all. Hold up, I'm gonna... That's the obvious trap that's gonna trigger the next event wave, I think. Oh, did not need to do that. Here we go.
Thanks.
Let's see what's here. Hand grenade. It's gonna be pretty useful in this upcoming fight.
Take it!
Okay.
So you may notice that there's magnum ammo around here. When you may be thinking to yourself, we haven't found a magnum yet. So how can there be ammo for a weapon we don't have? Well, in said area that we're about
Okay.
to fight, and I do think that this is probably one of the most difficult things. Hold on a second. I'm gonna get rid of this proximity bomb. There's no point for it anymore. We go up this ladder here. Or... yeah, that doesn't sound suspicious at all. No, sorry, Bob.
Okay.
You just hear normal undulating in the woods, don't you? Yep, there's a trap. So... we're surrounded. But... we're all trapped, Sheva. So yeah, those giant guys in the tribal masks, those are the heavy hitter unique enemies of this area. If you manage to stay away from their range, they're alright. But they hit quite a bit. And as you can see, we have a Magnum. Specifically, a 44 Magnum. And the most iconic 44 Magnum of them all, the Smith & Wesson Model 29. Yes, the same revolver from Dirty Harry. Complete with the long barrel and everything. This is not the most powerful Magnum in the game, but it's the Magnum I'm going to be using throughout this playthrough, because it's really, really solid. As you can imagine, the downsides are pretty obvious. Small ammo capacity, and the fact that the reload is fairly slow, all things considered. But it does put out a lot of damage per shot. And when it comes to Magnum ammo, considering how rare it is, higher damage trumps capacity every time. There we go. So yeah, these giant guys in the tribal masks, they hit hard. So you want to avoid them as much as they can. And they are surprisingly quick and maneuverable. And they take a lot of punishment. And as you can imagine, those giant tribal masks also make them invulnerable to headshots. But they do drop these little blue things that we can sell for quite a lot of cash. So, it all works out in the end. Oh, ow! Stop shooting me with your explosive arrows. I don't appreciate it. Ah!
Are you okay?
Yes, but clearly you're not. Yep, good old-fashioned Smith & Wesson Model 29. Now I know what you're thinking. Did he fire 6 shots or only 5? Well, in the heat of the moment, I lost count of that myself. But you have to ask yourself one question. Do you feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? Sorry, the trap killed my vibe there. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Oh, yeah. Oh. Shall be shooting shit. Figured there might be a straggler or two around. Okay, so, if I recall correctly, there should be a switch to lower the drawbridge somewhere around. Ah, there it is. Yep, so we gotta have...
Sheva.
Roger.
I'll turn this around. You head towards the bridge.
Yep. I imagine in a proper co-op game this would be a lot more easier. Actually, I don't know. I might... Maybe I'll get into a public co-op session on my own at some point, see if it actually... Well, I imagine it does make a huge difference because you're not dealing with the AI, but... I'd imagine it'd be pretty fun to play through this game co-op. Get snacks. She can pick it up herself. She's a big girl. Anyways. Read document. Village Use Diary. April 5th. A man who said he was the foreman of the oil plant came to visit us today. He said he wants to inoculate everyone living near the oil field against some kind of disease. In my parents' generation, they tricked our people and stored the land to turn it into their oil field. They must feel guilty about that because they are always trying to help our village now. When we couldn't get across the swamp, they built a gondola on a rope for us. Sometimes they'll even give us alcohol from foreign countries. This medicine is probably something like that. Everyone in our village is glad to receive this medicine, but I don't want it. I don't have a reason for not getting it. I just didn't like the way the foreman looks, that's all. Good instincts to have. April 8th. Everyone went to the oil field to get this inoculation. The village is usually never this quiet. The only thing to do today is sleep. April 9th. I slept too much during the day, so I couldn't sleep at night, and everyone was talking with serious voices